Hello, everybody, and welcome to our second Take This interview. I forgot to mute the sound on the stream, so I heard my voice and had to fix that. With me today, for those who don't know, I'm Natara. I'm one of the Valkyries. Hello, this is my face. And with me is the lovely Dr. Rachel Cowart.
Hello, thanks for having me.
Oh, we're so happy to have you. So, from what I understand, the agenda, as it were, today, other than chaos, because
Yes.
we've prepared nothing, y'all. So be ready. We're here. We're ready. Is we have a vague topic of psychology of video games plus
Yes.
an AMA.
Yes, we
Mm-hmm.
do. And also, can I just mention,
Mm-hmm.
I came on after Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy is my favorite franchise of all time. And
After my
last
heart.
year, I came
Mm-hmm.
on after Final Fantasy, and it's like, you guys get me.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
pretty much get me.
you're definitely one of our people.
Yes.
We love RPGs, so there tends to be a group of us who like Final Fantasy, and I'm definitely one of those people,
Yes,
which is why I
absolutely.
was helping out with that run. So,
Yeah.
folks, I can see you in chat still. Don't think you're invisible to me because I'm on the camera. I'm watching you. Plus, I'm still here to read out your donations. So keep getting those in. You do not have to donate to ask a question, but it is a nice way to ask a question if you would like. It is open for anyone in chat. We're not going to paywall questions. That's just me. But
Yes,
again,
and I
it's
see in the chat, I am somebody's new favorite doctor. I'm assuming because of my love for Final Fantasy, and I'm gonna take it. So thank you. We're
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
starting off strong.
Okay, this is a good question for you, and there's
Okay.
no shame if you can't or don't want to answer it.
Yes.
Which doctor would you be? What number doctor would you be if you in Doctor Who? If you don't
Oh,
watch Doctor Who, that's also okay.
um, I would be the whichever number David Tennant was.
That's number 10. Good
Number 10.
choice.
Okay,
Personal
good.
favorite of mine, but we were talking about Doctor Who either. No wrong answers. All
Okay,
of the
good.
doctors are great. I actually have a love of the first Doctor, and he's a grumpy old guy who is really rude. But something
There you
about
go.
him is just, I don't know.
Endearing. He sounds endearing.
Right? And we actually already have a question in chat. Yes,
Awesome.
remind you folks in chat, if you spend any time here whatsoever, you will gather channel points. Use those to highlight your message so we can see it easier in chat. So first question we've got is, so you mentioned you liked Final Fantasy series. Which one is your favorite overall?
Easy. I will die on this hill. It is 6.
Okay, good hill to die on.
Yeah.
Good hill to
Yeah.
die on. 6 is an excellent game. I
It's
will note we again have folks in our chat. This is a conversation which comes up a lot. Who likes all of them, or like there's at least one person per like game who's like this one's my favorite.
yeah.
So
Yeah. I mean, they're great. They're all
yeah.
great.
Right? Okay, and this is another really, really good question. For those who don't know, my favorite Final Fantasy is tied between 4 and 6, though also
4 is
14 right now.
good.
But 4 and
4
6,
is
whichever one I've
good.
played most
Yeah.
recently is my favorite
Yeah.
because I played them both at the same time as a kid, so they're just tied in my brain for nostalgia. And yeah, 14. Yeah. So, related question from chat, which Final Fantasy game was the first one you played?
2 was the first one I played.
Nice. To US or like the Japanese too?
To US.
Awesome. See, Final Fantasy 4. I love that
Yeah,
one.
yeah. No, it's
That
great. I
one's
had an older brother. I mean,
mm-hmm.
to be fair, I was always Luigi. That part kind of sucks. I mean, I grew to love him, but he
Mm.
also is the one who introduced me to Final Fantasy. So I grew up watching him play them,
Right.
and living vicariously through his adventures until I could get big enough to take the controller from him.
That's smart. That's smart. Mine was Final Fantasy 1, and my mother used to hide the cartridge up on a high shelf
Of course.
because there's only one save on the original Final Fantasy 1, and she's like, "Are my children old enough to understand? Don't delete my save." And the answer she determined was no.
No.
So we didn't get access to that game until she was done with it.
Yeah, your mom sounds awesome.
Yeah, she was pretty cool. Still is pretty cool, but she doesn't hide the video games so much anymore. Usually. Okay, I see what chat's got. Ba-ba-da. They're having some lovely debates, which we're here for. They're all really good Final
Is there
Fantasy.
any Final Fantasy in the franchise that you dislike?
I personally don't like number 8. I'm sorry, 8 fans. 8 was very mean to me, and I don't like it. I think
I
8 would have been a
love
better
8.
movie.
Fair. 8 made me want to open a school. I remember
Yeah.
playing games like I want to open a school now.
Yeah,
Didn't happen.
you would definitely do a better job than some of the teachers in that game, I think.
To be fair, yes, yes.
Yeah, absolutely. How about you? Is there one you don't like?
It's controversial. I mean, but I guess so with 8. I don't like 9.
Yeah, I like 9 less than I used to. I replayed it recently and it
Yeah,
didn't
but
hold
all
up.
the others,
Sorry.
top notch. Like
Yeah,
that's really the
fair,
only dip for me is 9.
fair, fair. I did really like 9. We actually had a speed run of 9 yesterday.
Oh,
Yesterday.
cool.
Oh, it was so good. It was very good. Even if you're not a huge fan of the game, it was really interesting to watch them do like the 9-hour run, and it was really good.
Yeah.
It's
Awesome. We're
really,
gonna have
really
to
interesting,
get you to do a speed run of 8.
right? Yeah, definitely. I'll
Then
definitely
you'll
do
really
that.
love it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So going along with those, so we've
Yeah.
talked about Final Fantasy. Do you
Yeah.
have an RPG that you really, really love that's not Final Fantasy?
I mean, if you follow me on Twitter, you know, The Witcher is kind of my brand.
Nice.
Witcher 3.
Nice.
Yeah. I also, I would go old school though. I have 3 small children, so the games
Hmm.
I play now are far less than the games I played when I was younger. So like
Uh-huh.
Chrono Trigger, right? Like, oh, that's just right in the heart.
Yeah, that's definitely one of my favorites. If I had to
Yeah.
list a non-Final Fantasy favorite, it
Yeah.
would be one of the top. I
Chrono
also
Trigger.
love
Yeah.
the first Lufia game, which again, somewhat
Yes.
controversial. Yeah.
Oh
Love
no,
it.
so
I
good.
know it's
Secret of
excellent.
Mana.
I started
Yeah.
playing 2 and I was like, meh. And people are like,
Yeah.
no, it's the best one. I'm like, fair,
Yeah, Luffy
fair.
is good. There was a Dragon Warrior, like Dragon Warrior 3, maybe it was. There's one with Talon, who's the wandering merchant. I can't remember which Dragon Warrior it was, but I
I don't
loved
know.
that one.
I grew up with the
Yeah.
first one and I just learned bridges are bad because when you cross bridges, the monsters are harder, so they murder you. So don't
Oh,
cross
that's
bridges and I'll be safe.
life lesson. Oh, look, someone else knows Talon. Spark over. Maybe you could Dragon Warrior
Oh,
4.
Sparkover is one of our
Yeah.
Valkyries. That's final.
I
That is Dragon Warrior 4.
There we go. I loved Saloon. I need to cosplay him. He was my favorite. He would have a move in a
Okay.
battle. He would randomly be like, Taloon waggles his finger, and a band of merchants comes and like beats the enemy. He was amazing.
That's
He walked around in
amazing. That sounds
pajamas,
just like Octopath. Oh, we're
right?
learning where they got inspiration.
There we go. There we
Oh, I
go.
love that. Okay, we've got Suikoden in the chat.
Great game.
Excellent
Also.
series. I've only
Yeah.
finished the first one.
Yeah.
I had a problem with my copy of the second one that I was playing at the time, and the game literally wouldn't let me finish, and I was sad.
Oh, that's annoying.
Earthbound. We have
Oh
Earthbound
man.
listed in here. Yeah, we
All
got
these
some. Hmm.
RPG fans. Have you played any non-RPGs lately that you've loved? Any?
Yes, actually, I have played. It's a Metroidvania indie game called Time Spinner.
Oh,
Highly recommended. It is
all
so good.
right.
And for our lovely friends in chat, it's very queer. Anyone who's into like that sort of thing, it's
You'd be
very
into
queer.
it.
You
Time
it's
spinner. I will make
very,
note.
very good. Yeah. It has time travel. I wouldn't say
Nice.
it's good time travel, but it does contain time travel. And it's a cute little Metroidvania, which I didn't find that hard. It's the first one I've ever completed. So
Oh, cool.
highly recommend. How about you?
All right. I mean, I played Unpacking. That was like a couple years ago now, which
Oh, that's such a nice game.
I loved. But like I said, I don't play too many games these days. But I sat down to play it for like 5 minutes, and I just stayed there until I finished it. Like
Oh
I
yeah.
could not get up. It
Yeah.
was
I haven't actually finished it because ADHD, I got distracted, but I
understandable.
was really enjoying it while I was playing
Yeah,
it. I got a few years in for
yeah.
sure.
It's so good. It's so good. Well, if you have
Okay.
any questions also about I'll talk about Final Fantasy for an hour.
Oh
I'm fine
yeah,
with it. But
absolutely.
if you have
Same.
any psychology of games questions, you can also Witcher Counter.
Oh,
I've only
that is
mentioned The Witcher
good.
once. I'll have to get more. I'll get more.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Yeah. I've have you seen the Witcher Netflix series? What'd you think of that as someone who likes the game?
Love.
Love. Okay. I
Don't
love
love
it.
Blood Origin. Blood Origin
I
is
haven't seen that. Yeah. Fair.
not great. But the
Okay.
but the
Taking
other,
note.
the Henry
Okay.
Cavill version, we're here
Well,
for. Yeah. Right.
we love that for us. Yes,
Yeah, we
agreed.
do.
Very
We do.
agreed. Yeah.
I'm glad we live
This
in
is
the
the
same
way.
timeline as that experience because it's wonderful.
Uh-huh. We like it a lot. This is the way. I was gonna say, wait, this is the way is if
Yes,
they're like
yeah,
a Witcher counter. Yeah, that's the
yeah,
Mandalorian.
The
Also
Mandalorian.
very good. Have you seen The Mandalorian?
Yes, big fan. I got Grogu.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I asked that with you having Grogu right up there.
Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
yes, I do
I
love.
almost
And
I didn't watch it for quite some time because I was like, I don't want to watch it. It's just Baby Yoda. Do I want to watch a Star Wars just for that? And then I did. I was like, no, this is actually really good. Plus,
yeah,
Grogu's adorable. Like,
it is really good. I mean, I like Star Wars. It's not my
mhm,
top fandom, but I enjoy it. And my husband watched a few, and he was like, "No, no, like you need to watch it." And then
mhm.
I was like, "Oh, right, this is excellent."
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
really good. So, what
yeah.
is your top fandom?
Oh gosh.
I heard
Oh
that.
gosh. I I mean, I would have to say Final Fantasy, I suppose, in terms of like just
Fair.
things that I geek out about, and The Witcher, of course. Add that to the
Yeah,
end.
that's
Yeah.
fair. Well, Final Fantasy 14's mine, so I get it.
I would love to play 14. I just got a Steam Deck.
Don't
So I
do it.
have a Mac, so I haven't been able to play Final Fantasy 14. But I just got a Steam Deck for Christmas, and
There
like
is a Mac version of Final Fantasy
is
14, actually.
there?
Yeah, it's on the Mac as well.
Okay, well,
Um,
great.
as someone who loves this game, I recommend you don't play it only because having free time is really great, and 14
Yeah,
is an MMO. So if you
I
want to
know.
play an MMO, it's
I
so good in
know.
my opinion. Best Final Fantasy, really good. The plot is excellent.
Okay.
Um, it takes up a lot of time.
Yeah, I have no time. I will live
Don't
vicariously through you.
Yeah, yeah, live vicariously through
Yeah,
everyone else. Don't do
yeah,
it.
yeah. I'm convinced. I mean, I'm sure I would love it. I have no doubt. But
Oh,
yes.
it's yeah, exactly. Let's see what chat. If you have any questions, chat either about games,
Yeah.
psychology.
Psychology,
Okay. Well,
fantasy.
so obviously, you're really interested in psychology and
Yes.
video games. Is there
Yeah.
any game in particular that really kind of made you super interested in that topic? Like, I'm playing this game and going, wow, the psychology of this is fascinating.
Yeah. I mean, from the reason I even got into this field was because of World of Warcraft. I was really
Nice.
interested in the social dynamics that were
Okay.
happening in World of
Mm-hmm.
Warcraft.
Oh, and there certainly
I
are.
actually, yeah, I actually studied to become a therapist, and
Okay.
I was doing that work in like 2005, which was like peak World of Warcraft, and there was a lot of panic about like what's happening. Mostly like our children are playing these games, and I'm worried.
Yeah.
And I kept seeing like clients because I was doing an internship being like, they're playing
Hmm.
this game. And then in my head, I was like, I play this game so much. Like, oh no, what's happening?
Yeah.
So that's what originally got me into it. But
Okay.
I see Dr. Goose is in the chat. Since I've started working at Take This, I've actually gotten a lot more interested in the way that psychology is portrayed through game narratives and games like Stardew Valley or Celeste or Gree or like those kinds of games. Yeah, which is
Yep. Yep.
yeah.
Literally just was playing some more Stardew Valley last night.
Oh,
Game.
who's your partner?
Right now, no one because I'm at the beginning, but usually I end up with Abigail.
Gail's classic.
Yeah, I tried Sebastian the previous run through and just no, he was just like, I'm sad, which fair. We want to be there and support him, but it was like
Yeah.
his entire character was based around that.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm a Harvey girl.
Fair. Gotta have
No.
that doctor. My mother is too, actually, hilariously. She's just like, no, I like Harvey.
Yeah, he likes cheese and wine. I mean, right up my
That's
alley.
a win right there.
Chicory. Yes, Chicory I haven't played, but I saw Take This Place did a playthrough of Chicory and I watched it.
Oh,
Yeah, there's a
nice.
lot of more games about with really good mental health themes in it, especially in the indie scene.
Yeah, absolutely. And Mike the Magician, just DM me with the name because I'm hesitant to say type it if the name is blocked, so I can
Okay.
make a decision. But yeah, I've heard really good things about Chicory.
Yeah. No, me as well. And it looks super cute and fun. And
And I haven't played Grizz myself, but the bits I think I came in and watched the last 10 minutes of a speed run of it, and it made
Mhm.
me cry just that. I was like, I feel this so much.
And
It's
it's beautiful, like visually
beautiful game.
beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, and I do love that. And like, I'm not the sort of person like the type of game that say Celeste is usually that's not my type of game.
Right.
I struggle with coordination, so that comes through in video games. So usually that sort of game is really difficult for me, but I wanted
Yeah.
to try Celeste because I heard it was so good. And it's both really physically accessible, but its
Yeah.
story, the way they talk about the story and Madeline's journey,
Yeah.
it was so healing,
Yeah.
truly, just to play that
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, absolutely. The power of games. This is, goes back to
Yeah,
the psychology of games. Games can be such powerful vehicles for storytelling.
they really can, and they're like, and while movies and TVs and like TV shows and stuff can be as well, I find that interactive portion
Mhm.
of video games can be really good. I'm not sure if you've
Mhm.
ever played the game When the Past Was Around.
I'm not.
It's a video game. It's kind of a combination of like visual novel and puzzle
Okay.
game,
Mhm.
but it's dealing with the topic of grief. It's talking about someone's journey with meeting someone, falling in love, building a life together. But at the
Mhm.
same time, it's talking about her trying to deal with a life after, because
Right.
her partner passes.
Yeah.
And it's both heartbreaking. Like, I usually don't play with games quite that deep, as it were, because I feel things very strongly. So I'm just like, mm-mm. But it was beautiful. It was just, and it was a really good helping this character go through their grief. Felt like a way to kind of understand grief more, and maybe even help yourself through grief.
Yeah, exactly. And even just what you said, they're helping them through it, right? You are pushing the story
Mm-hmm.
forward. You are kind of embodying the movement of this narrative, which is totally different from other forms of media. And I do think that's what
Yeah.
makes it such much more meaningful of an experience.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Do you have a favorite game of that type, that really kind of pushes the narrative in such a way?
Simple and like makes you sad. I will say, actually unpacking, I am going to talk about it this year at
Yeah.
GDC. It
Okay.
really made me rethink about the way that I orient not just like the physical stuff around me, but it's like, what
Hmm.
story do I want my life to tell if somebody was unpacking my things? And
Yeah.
it really did make me think more than you think it would, just for like a game that I describe as unpacking people's stuff.
Well, it's exactly what the name implies, but it's
Right.
every year, like, you're going through this person's life, and like, this is, this age, and they don't tell you the age, they tell you nothing but like the year it is. And you
Yeah.
just know it's the same person, and you're unpacking their stuff each year. And again, not going to say more than that for those in the chat who haven't played it, but
Yeah.
because you're going through in that way, they tell this story just based on what they're unpacking and everything. And it's an entire journey in this character's life, and like you say, it's very impactful.
It really is. It's very poignant. Oh, Dr. Goose says, what remains of Edith Finch? And then we have a Spiritfarer. Yeah, I've heard things about both. I haven't played either of those
Yeah,
games,
I
but I've
haven't played
heard.
either, but I've heard
Yeah.
same. Oh, also mentioned Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons.
I've heard of that as well. I have not played it.
Hmm.
God of War. Everyone loves God of War. Yes, good choice. Good choice. Everyone's loving
Oh,
Ragnarok.
oh, excellent. Yeah, I've heard that is really good for that God of War, but I didn't realize it was good in kind of that sort of manner.
Yeah, apparently it's like a father-son story, is my
Mm.
understanding. I haven't played the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, mention this to someone. Yeah, unpacking. Yeah, it is funny. I call it like inference storytelling. Like you said, there's no real story, but like you make the story in your head based on the things, and it's yeah,
But again, there is a story. They just never
yeah,
state it. They don't
yeah,
have to, because again, you're on every time. It's like, this is the year, so you know how much time is passing, and you're unpacking their stuff. So you're like, okay, what are they keeping around? What have they gotten rid of?
yeah,
What is new? What is, yeah.
yeah,
So it's just an
yeah.
amazing, intuitive way to tell this
It
story.
is. It is. It's beautiful. I can't stop talking about it. So if you haven't played it, do pick it
Yeah.
up. It's a great
Also
game.
highly recommend. It's in both Steam and definitely on the Switch. Might be on other platforms. There's a speed run for it too if you need that.
Oh, sweet.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Florence. I don't know what game is Florence, and I haven't played the Edith Finch one, so.
Oh, I've heard a lot. Actually, I know quite a bit about Edith Finch because I work with
Oh
Dr.
really?
Houston.
Okay.
And
Yeah, I do.
it sounds like the other game that you told me about the,
Oh, When the Past Was Around.
yeah, it's going to be like an emotional hit of that caliber.
Yeah,
So,
there was some ugly sobbing for me when I was playing that game. I will not lie, but it ended hopeful.
speed run too.
Again, yeah, speedruns, we don't do that. No. This event doesn't do that, Speedrun Ragnarok. Okay, just going to check for donations. And reminder, folks, you can still continue donating, either if you have a question or you just want to make a comment. If you want to talk about the GameCube knife, which is what someone did in unpacking that I know. They decided that a knife was going to live where the GameCube lived, and it became the GameCube knife.
That's funny.
Not they were making their own story in unpacking.
That's what you do. That's what you do.
Okay, question. What was your favorite project that you've worked on?
So my work these days is a little bit focused more on the darker sides of the internet and kind of like the hate harassment space. And I think that's really important and meaningful, but it can be a bit heavy. So I like to mix it up and do little side projects. So right now I'm doing I have a new book series with ETC Press, which is the zeitgeist of pop culture. And we're doing this books about the psychology of different pop culture things. So the psychology of The Witcher.
That is really cool. Are any of those books out yet?
No, they're currently being written, but this year we're going to get The Witcher, The Mandalorian, and The Umbrella Academy.
Oh, another good show.
Next year we're going to get Bluey, which is going to be
I keep hearing about Bluey and I don't know what it is, but
great. Such a good show. Bluey is such a good show. They're little 10-minute episodes.
Okay.
Australian.
Okay, we like that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Witcher drop number 3.
Witcher drop number 3. That's legit. It's my favorite project and at the moment. And I got Doug Cockle, who's the voice of Geralt in the game. He's writing a story about what it was like embodying the voice of Geralt through his voice.
Oh, that must be fascinating. And like talking about diving into the darker side of, the internet and stuff. As a femme-leaning speed group, we have experience with this. And exactly. Any marginalized community who puts themselves out here on this often struggles with that. So I'm sure any of the work you're doing with that can be really helpful to folks. And just a reminder, anyone can join the Take This Discord. I'm just going to post Discord now. They do have their own Discord, so you can join and see what resources they have and just meet some new cool people.
Hang out with us. There's a channel just about research. So
ooh, no one in here likes research. We don't. No, it's a lie. We're nerds. All of us are nerds. We like this sort of stuff. Oh, here we go. We apparently you have a cute animals thread, which I want to note is important. We have a cute animals channel in the Valks Discord. Always have one of those in your Discord servers. Yes. If you want happy, positive, cute things. People just want to post their animals, and I just want to see them. Right? Okay. And Live Fantastic asking, what is your favorite channel in the Take This Discord?
Easy. The food channel. Where people post all of their delicious. Someone just posted a birthday cake, like a beautiful birthday cake. I'm like,
I love that. Oh, have you ever gotten like ideas of things to cook from that channel?
100%. And when I'm like, I don't know what to cook, I just go in there and see what looks good. Like, they're so great. This community is wonderful. They post not only the picture, but also the recipe. So
I love that. I love cooking and I love eating. So we like that for us.
Yes.
We've got at least one person in chat who dislikes research, but it's because they're knee deep in their dissertation.
I understand my sympathies.
Yeah. You've got it. Good luck. You can manage it.
You can do it. Math is not illegal, as I heard that it.
I am on team math is illegal, but you know what? For the purposes of this interview, math is temporarily not illegal.
Okay. You need it for your dissertation, probably.
No, that's for someone else does math.
Yeah.
But we're also saying be gay, do crime. So that means I think we're actually encouraging math.
Yes, that it's very contradictory.
Right? No math. Yeah, exactly. No math. It's banned, but we're allowing it. So if you want to put your math into a donation, I will read your legal math on stream.
Oh, I love that. Somebody donate some math.
Oh, here's a good question from Dr. Goose. Are video games like bad for you though?
Oh, Dr. Goose. Dr.
She
Goose.
knew what she was doing. She
She
knew what
she
she was
knows.
doing.
She
Uh-huh.
knows.
Hmm.
No. No. The short answer is no. It is a loaded question, and I see that Liv
Hmm.
followed up with and super addictive. Game addiction
Hmm.
is not actually a thing recognized by the American Psychological Association. It is a thing that was
Yep.
mentioned by the World Health Organization, but that has been largely disputed as a more political move than one based in science. So yeah, games are generally more good than bad. Of course, you know,
Hmm.
if somebody's playing games in a way that is causing problems in their life, it is likely due to something else underlying. But sure, you should definitely seek
Yeah,
professional. But
absolutely.
it's not
That's
the yeah.
that's more a behavior that's pointing at a video game rather than the video game causing a problem.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that makes total sense. Yeah, we like video games, and like I say, I've met all these lovely people here because of video games.
You
Like I
know?
never would have gotten into any of this if it
Yeah.
wasn't for video games and speedrunning. So I'm
Yeah.
obviously a huge fan and think they're very beneficial.
Yes, me as well. Big fan. Video games do
Mm-hmm.
not rot your my brain is wrong.
No,
Uh yay video, yay
and
science.
and you know what? Sometimes you need avoidance. Avoidance isn't always a bad thing.
We all need a good distraction. That's the thing. We talk about escapism. I go on a rant on this on my YouTube channel because we talk about escapism
Okay.
all the time. We talk about
Mm-hmm.
escaping into a good book. We talk about escaping into a Netflix series. And when we talk about escaping into a video game, all of a sudden that's the problem. And it's like a weird PR problem because they're all
Interesting.
equally valid forms of
Yeah,
escapism,
you're
which is a totally natural thing to do.
absolutely. Like I remember as a child, I'd if I was doing something bad, I'd get punished by being sent to my room. And I couldn't
Mhm.
play games or anything, but books were allowed.
Right.
And so I never cared about being sent to my room. So I'm like, okay, cool. I was a huge bookworm.
Books.
No surprise to anybody. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm just gonna go to my room, be comfy, and read books. Oh
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're right. So it's like you're not being punished for that, but
Yeah.
where's that difference?
Exactly. I mean, it's not, and if anything, I would say games are arguably a better form of escapism because of that interactive component.
Yeah, and in less psychological and more physiological cases, they can be
Yeah.
really good for hand-eye coordination.
Yeah. Yeah.
They've
Oh,
certainly
yeah.
helped mine.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, Chad agreeing that being sent to their room was not a punishment for basically still the same reasons. Okay, here we go. So this is less of a question and more of an open-ended, you can take this in whatever direction you'd like. But
Okay.
one of our chat members would be curious to hear your thoughts on the use of games for mental health, either in general or specifically. Although this may have happened. No, he wasn't away. That's fine. So,
No, this question hasn't come up. Games for mental health. Games, the research has shown games are very good for our mental health in a variety of ways. Reduce loneliness. It's been linked to reduced anxiety, reduce depression. It also provides opportunities for like social and emotional learning. It provides a social community that can provide social and emotional support.
mhm,
So yeah, there's a lot. There's a difference though, I guess, between games for therapy and games that are therapeutic. So games can be therapeutic in many
yep,
ways. Games for therapy is a totally different thing that is not my area of expertise.
fair.
But Dr. Goose could talk about that.
Oh, well, that's good to know. Oh, here we go. We've got some. I really like this comment. I'm legally blind, so video games helped my hand-eye coordination a ton.
Oh,
Exactly. I'm incredibly uncoordinated. I'm constantly covered in bruises, and my family will see them and be like, "Oh my God, that bruise is so bad. How'd you get it?" And I'm like, because I just
ran
bump
into a
into things.
door.
I just run into things so often I don't remember. But again,
Yeah.
things like video games, I've even noticed like outside of video games, my hand-eye coordination has improved quite a bit.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
So,
there's a lot of research to support that. And also,
mhm.
creativity, it's been linked to increased creativity. It's been linked to increased leadership skills because like
Oh yeah.
MMOs, like Final Fantasy and World of Warcraft, right?
Yeah,
You get to lead groups that you normally wouldn't lead, like with different
absolutely.
ages, different backgrounds and that sort of stuff. So
Mhm.
yeah,
It
lots of
gives
great.
it, yeah. And again, speaking of the MMOs, I may have joked about, hey, don't play 14, ha ha ha. But it's in places like 14 and World of Warcraft and stuff, for all the talk of toxicity and stuff. Some of the communities, I've found this in 14 myself, can be incredibly motivating and
Um,
kind. I
oh,
started that game and was playing alone a lot and didn't know anyone and like didn't know what I was doing and just playing with random people because that's what the game encourages you to do. And I found that basically 9 out of 10 or more people were just incredibly kind. All I had to say is, hey, I knew. I've never done this. And like, people would give you free things. They'd tell you how to do it. They'd lead you. And it was just so motivating because there is so much toxicity depending on what spaces you're in, either
Mhm.
online or in video games. But some of
Mhm.
these video game spaces can actually be
Mhm.
incredibly positive.
Absolutely. And it reminds
Yeah.
you, that there's good in the world. Sometimes we just need to be reminded.
We need that little reminder that there's actually some cool beans.
Yeah.
Uh
Yeah. And Final Fantasy
yeah,
14 actually has a really good reputation as being particularly good community.
it does. And that's the experience I've had. I've only been playing for about 2.5 years myself. I'm in terms of the length of age of the game, I'm relatively new to it. And that's been my experience. Like, of course, you get people who are just trying to be mean online,
Always.
dealing that always doesn't matter where you go. But
Yeah.
it's just incredibly kind people, just, oh hey, I have this extra thing. I'm gonna sit in this city and hand out these free minions to anyone who I see who's got the new player symbol.
Oh, that's really
There's no
nice.
reason to do that, but they're
Yeah.
doing it and it's just amazing. So yeah, I definitely like that. So if you're gonna play an MMO anyways and you're looking for one, I do recommend
That would
14.
be the one. That would be the one. Good to know.
It's yeah, absolutely. We have at least some people in our chat who apparently are those people who hand out those things.
You are good people.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Exactly. We love all of that for us. Now, I have a question that's not related to video games so much. You can't see it on stream because we've cut that bit out, but I can see that on the top of your camera, you
Yeah,
have you organized your books in color order?
I have.
That is
I
amazing.
have. I
It's
love
like
it.
this rainbow along the top.
It is a rainbow of books. It makes it a little harder to find the book that you want, but
I can
in
imagine.
the end, I find it, so it's fine.
Right? Oh, I love that. I love that. Everyone,
And
yeah. I see more and more people arranging by color. Is there any particular reason you chose to do that rather than like author or series or one of the more quote unquote traditional ways?
it's aesthetically pleasing.
Okay,
I
you
I
know
just
what?
like the way it looks. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
And it's
That
funny,
is, mm-hmm,
my bookshelf, you guys can't see it, but there's like 3 sections, and I
mm-hmm.
had like 4 or 5 too many books to fit exactly in the 3 sections.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I took out some of my husband's books. And so now it fits perfect. I was like, sorry, it needs to
Mm-hmm.
fit perfect because I can't handle it if it's not like a perfect rainbow.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I also see the clock from the time agency in Loki.
Joe, you do.
And I don't know his name, but the gentleman from Portal 2.
Cave
Yeah.
Johnson.
Okay, that's it. I didn't get that far in Portal
Perfect
2.
example of, I think there is even a framed quote at the bottom, and it says, "Science is not about why; it's about why not."
And that's really good
That pretty
point.
much, sums it up. And also, you can't see this. I should bring this. I got this for my birthday.
Oh, I want to
We were
see it.
Speaking of Final Fantasy VI, my brother busted out a good present for my birthday last year. It's a
Oh,
little
we love that.
shadow box of the opera.
Oh my gosh. Oh, and the scene where you
Fantasy.
feed Sid bad fish. It's why I will
Yeah,
always feed Sid bad fish.
I know.
It's not the same. When you save Sid, sorry if I'm spoiling a like 20-25 year
Oh,
old
I
game
mean,
for
come on.
anyone,
It's very old.
right?
It's very old.
Exactly. If you save him, it's completely narratively unsatisfying because he's just like,
Yeah.
oh, thanks, Celeste, here's a raft. Literally, it's just like, okay,
Yeah. No, it's very
why?
cool.
So yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
there's some
fair.
gems. There's some gems back there.
Yeah, that's really excellent. So yeah, folks, it is okay to arrange your things aesthetically, whatever works for you.
Whatever works for you. And I will say, you also can't see it. I have a selection of books that I actually use all the time. Maybe I can move this. Look, because I'm going to get another
Ooh.
Witcher reference in. Here we go.
Okay, we
There we
love
go.
that.
It's up there. You see, those books are books I actually use.
Yeah, huh? Is that a Doctor Who reference in the middle? Or because I
That is
see the
actually a Starry Night
yeah.
picture by the Oatmeal.
Ah, because I saw it was Starry Night, but I wasn't
Yeah.
sure which. Nice.
Yeah. Now, I'm
See,
trying to get at least 5, Liz. I'm trying to keep you
five.
satisfied. No,
Oh,
five is a good number. It's a lot. It's a lot to get into one.
yeah, we're gonna do it. I have faith in us. Listen, we should have like a Witcher drop and a Final Fantasy 14 drop
Yeah,
because
yeah, no.
let's be
And
real
like a
here.
counter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. We'll have the counters. Oscar, we're gonna ask you to get right. No, I'm joking. You don't
yeah,
have to do that.
yeah. Get those up.
Oscar's like, what do I have to do? Oh, here we go. We're getting even more. Also, chat sad we spoiled them. Sorry, play FF6. That's all I'm saying.
It's old. It's old,
Mm-hmm. So,
but still holds.
and the Pixel remaster came out last year and it's coming on
Yeah.
Switch shortly.
I
Exactly. So, we have another question from Liz Favtastic, who I think I've
Yes.
pronounced your name a few different ways so far. Apologies. That's a me quirk. So it says, tell us about your experience as a Hamlin influencer or a Hamill
Hamill. Hamill
influencer.
influencer. Mark Hamill. Um,
Oh, we love
I'm
Mark
a
Hamill.
self-proclaimed Henry Cavill influencer, but a
Mhm.
Hawaiian roll influencer. Okay, that's a different story. I quote tweeted Mark Hamill and he responded, and that made me instantly super cool. And
Yes.
yeah, so he's seen my face and he knows I'm alive, and
He's like, he knows I'm a person who exists, therefore I have won the game.
And
Yeah.
funnily enough, I was wearing like it was a Game of Thrones tweet, so it wasn't even a Star Wars tweet. And also about a King's Hawaiian rolls. Okay, look, do you know King's Hawaiian rolls?
I
Do you know
don't.
bread? Okay, it is a sweet bread, and when I was
Okay.
younger, we would always eat it for Thanksgiving. It was like a treat. It's like
Okay.
probably. They don't have it in Canada. I grew
Well,
up in
I'm in
America.
Canada, so that
Right.
would be why.
I grew up in America and I had
Gotcha.
them every for Thanksgiving. And Dr.
Mm-hmm.
Goose used to mail it to me because I missed it so much. And you need it for Thanksgiving.
Arts.
Anyway,
Arts.
I
Yeah.
lamented ad nauseum on Twitter about the lack of Hawaiian rolls in Canada. And
Yeah.
King's Hawaiian sent me a care package of Hawaiian rolls.
Oh my gosh.
And
That's so good.
you know, I never get anything. And if I'm gonna get anything, it's
Well,
that's great.
it's like that's the dream come true. Like I love these anyways, and
Carbohydrates.
now you're sending it to me.
No. But
We'll take that as a
also,
win.
it got sent with a note saying it is available at Loblaws now. So you
What?
can
Really?
try it. Comes in a
Yeah.
bright orange package. They're
Okay.
amazing.
You know, I was in Loblaws literally earlier this week, and I've heard people talking about Hawaiian rolls, and I may have seen them.
You
I
need to
didn't get
get
them. I can't eat them. I
well,
could
you can
force my family to eat them.
force your family to eat them.
Okay,
But
I'll
you just
do
like
that.
smell them. They smell when I opened the
I
box,
will
like
definitely
I can
smell them. I can
smell
do
them.
that.
So good. So
Oh,
good.
they
Yeah.
looked good, and it's just the kind of pink orange you're talking about. I was like, yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds like what I saw. Okay,
Yeah. Oh, look, Liz says just smell them.
just smell them. Okay, yeah, I usually do that. I'm like, hey, can I smell your food, but not
Yeah.
creepily? And they're like, here you go.
Not in a weird way, just a nice.
Weirdly, people let you smell your food. Just hot tip. Anyway,
I like to smell my food. That's
yeah, it's good. Oh, we
yeah.
love that. Oh my God. Oh, a quick donation we're gonna just read out while we're here.
Awesome.
We got $50 from Lady Starbird, who was one of our runners from the previous race. And she's like, I'm not sure how many times I had to reset during that run. And I lost track of how many times Margie fell over. But it was worth seeing Alf punch chaos. Here's the $20 I promised for losing, plus another $10 for every minute that I went over estimate, or in illegal math terms, 20 plus floor, 10 times in brackets. I don't know how to say that properly. It's what happens when you tell math it's illegal. But thank you so much. For anyone who doesn't know, the bet was whoever lost had to pay $20, but whoever won also had to pay $20.
Oh, that's good.
It was exactly. So here's a good question from our lovely Keishura, who did the previous interview. What's your soul food? The food that just feeds your soul.
Pasta bolognese, spaghetti bolognese would be
Yum.
the thing. My mom is from Sicily. She's from Italy, so any pasta dish is really like food for my soul. Like
And
when
it's
I go,
probably
yeah, like that's the classic, right? Like the go-to. Yeah. What about you?
That's a good question because I just love food. There's not many foods I don't like. Usually if you like give me like a burger or sushi, I'm just in my happy
Like a
place. Usually these days, if it's food that doesn't hurt me, I love it. I'm just so happy.
burger. All food that
Yeah.
doesn't hurt. Yes.
Yeah, we love food and it's delicious. Yeah, you give me any kind of pasta, red sauce, and cheese on it, and I'm probably eating it way too fast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My mom also makes this really good dish. It's pasta with cauliflower and anchovies, which I know sounds weird, but it's so
No,
good.
that sounds really good.
Really good.
Especially anchovies when used in the right proportion adds a
Exactly.
lot of umami to the
Exactly.
dishes.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
I think a lot of us or folks like me grew up as hearing as anchovies as just something gross the Ninja Turtles put on pizza.
Right. Right. Right.
Yeah.
But they can
And
actually be delicious and not
yes,
hurt you.
they're actually good as a seasoning. Yeah, don't put them on pizza. I managed to convince my parents to let me do that as a child, and there's a reason you shouldn't do it. It just tastes bad. It's very salty.
Because it is very salty. So yeah, and the pasta dish, you like melt them in the oil and then it's spread out throughout like an
Oh,
entire
that's
head of
exactly it.
cauliflower.
It's a yeah,
Yeah.
it's an enhancer. Oh, so good. So
Good question.
good.
Now we're into
That is
food.
a
I love it.
really good question. Okay, I'm gonna take this one another for the opposite direction.
Yes.
What food do you just not want to eat or hate eating? You see it and
Oh,
you're like, do I have to eat this?
there's I'll eat almost anything.
Mm-hmm.
I hate lima beans.
Oh, I'm not a fan of lima beans either. I find they're really dry.
Yeah, I don't it's everything about it. The way it looks, the way
Yeah,
it smells, the way it's just something about them that's really off-putting. I don't
yeah,
know.
absolutely. I'm trying to think of what I wouldn't eat. Boiled spinach. Boiled
Boiled
spinach.
spinach. See, I take that over a lima bean. I
No,
mean,
I'll
it won't
take a
be
lima
very
bean.
good. It won't
Yeah.
taste.
No, I know my one. Reconstituted milk powder.
No, that's pretty bad.
Don't, it's
That's
awful.
grim.
Don't do it.
This gone to a
No.
dark place.
Yeah, we've gone to a dark place, y'all. Don't do it. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
Just drink water. Okay, let's see. Keishura says her food is natto, which unsure for those unfamiliar is a fermented bean in Japan, but the way they ferment it, maybe it's because of the particular bean or the additive. It's literally slimy, like there's strings and stuff, and it's a kind of a specialty food in Japan. It's a lot of people like it, but a lot of people hate it. It's a very divisive food. And often it's the texture why people don't like it. But yeah.
Slimy food
Oh,
is
sorry.
never
It's not even specialty. It's a staple. Yes, you're correct. My bad.
no anything slimy. I'm out. I'm out.
I'm also going to give you a content warning on that Wikipedia link. I haven't clicked on it, but I know what natto looks like. When I mean
Oh.
stringy. So if you're, it's not actually bad. It's just a food wiki page. But just if you don't want to see that, don't click on the link. Oh, I love umeboshi, which is pickled Japanese plums. They're really sour.
Mm.
Oh, but very like face puckeringly sour. They often will put them into like onigiri, into the rice balls. It's a
Oh,
traditional filling for that.
oh, that sounds good.
Yeah. I like them personally. Also, hello to RPG Chick, one of our Valkyries. Working very hard there. Hi everybody.
Hello, hello.
Excellent. We're gonna check our donations real quick. Oh, now you're getting me hungry talking about all this food. Pickled
Oh.
daikon. Oh, okay. Here's another one. What is your favorite exotic slash foreign food?
Kimchi maybe?
Oh, kimchi's so good.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, kimchi.
I love all Korean food.
I've liked
Pretty
all that
much,
I've tried.
yeah. Like the seafood pancake.
Oh, I haven't tried that.
Oh, good.
So good. I used to really love okonomiyaki, which is a similar type of thing but Japanese. It's like a Japanese pancake. It's often translated as pizza, but it's like it's a pancake, but you kind of throw any topping in. But
Right.
traditionally, it has like cabbage, meat is on the top. It has its own special kind of teriyaki type sauce.
Yeah, it sounds very similar to
It's
this.
yeah, it is. It's very good, and I can't eat it anymore, but it's very
Yeah.
good. Oh, we have people in chat saying Ethiopian. Have you ever had Ethiopian?
I don't think so.
We have an Ethiopian restaurant here, and I haven't gone there because I don't always have the spoons to call a place and ask about all the allergy things and see if I can eat there. But
I feel like it might be spicy. I mean, I had a really good friend from Togo,
yeah,
and he would cook for me sometimes, and it was so spicy.
I do like
So
spicy,
spicy.
but like I know you tend to eat more with your hands or like use
Yes.
bread to scoop the food for
Yes.
Ethiopian. And
Yeah.
let me be clear, that sounds delicious.
No, that I'm fine with that.
Mm-hmm.
As long as it's not too spicy. Indian. Oh, I love Indian food.
Oh, I could eat Indian every single day of my
Yeah.
life and be happy.
Yeah, what's your go-to? I mean, I like a good biryani.
Uh-huh. I love biryani, butter chicken, vindaloo.
You
Uh,
like it spicy. Oh, sagaloo is like my
I don't know
favorite.
that I have sog that often, but I like paneer when it's done right. Often you'll go to a place and it's just soggy and it's like bad tofu, even though like paneer is not tofu, and you're just like sad. Oh, okay. Chat's getting controversial here. Liz is
Okay,
back. Prepare
excellent.
yourself for this one.
I'm prepared.
Okay. What are your thoughts about pineapple on pizza?
Okay, look. I do not like pineapple at all. So
Fair.
pineapple on pizza would be a no. I mean, I don't like
Fair.
it's a texture thing. I mean, I like the flavor of it and the pina
Yeah,
colada. I don't like actual pineapple.
that's fair. I'm going to be controversial and say I love pineapple on pizza. I think it's one of the best ingredients. I'll put it on my
Yeah,
pizza all the time. I'll be like,
with
if you want the salty sweet thing,
yeah.
get a pizza with pineapple and green olives on it. Maybe add like a neutral meat if you want, and like either bacon or say some chicken. I'm telling you, you're going to have a good time
Oh
if
no,
you like those things.
you're gonna have a good. You should do an ad. That would. I'm telling you, you're gonna have a good time.
Gonna have a good time, or at
Yep.
least I will. I think they're delicious. I also like olives, so
But you know
listen,
what? I think that everyone should have the right to get the pizza they want. So
well,
more power
exactly.
to
Yeah, yeah, it's me. Disinvite. Oh no, I've just been
that.
disinvited from Thanksgiving pizza for next year.
Oh,
You know what? There are worse things. Hey, yeah, I was gonna say, here's another one, which this someone's mentioning pineapple on a burger. What is the weirdest thing? I want to say you've had on a burger, but like, what's the weirdest food you've had in a situation which is not the traditional food? For example, I have had burgers with Reese cup in them,
wait, what?
like the
Wait,
mini
on
Reese's
purpose?
cups in, yep, it was at a restaurant, and let me tell you, it was delicious. I've had pineapple
Ooh.
on, I've had eggs on burgers, I've had like just chocolate on burgers, peanut butter on burgers, all real good. But something like
Okay.
that.
I've never heard of peanut butter or chocolate. Fried egg on a burger is a absolute yes.
Mm-hmm.
There was a burger place by my mom's house that would do a slice of ham
Okay.
on the hamburger. That was kind of
Okay.
weird. I would pull it off. I didn't really go for that.
They're definitely weirder things, but yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely not traditional.
Yeah, I just want like a burger. I mean, I'll take an egg on it. Some pickles.
Yeah, eggs on it are so good. Let's see. Oh yeah, rice burgers. The buns were rice. Yeah, I want to
What?
try that. That's gluten free. I can eat that.
That sounds good, actually.
Yeah, but we have a local burger chain which makes really interesting combinations, and they have I think two separate burgers which have peanut butter on them, and it's actually really good. It's surprisingly good. It like one of them was peanut butter and banana, I think. Again,
Pepper.
should not have been good, but it's delicious.
Maybe
But
I
they have these specials where they'll have these just occasional flavors, and yeah, it was the mini Reese's cups, and they had them both in the burger, but also as a topping as part of it. And again, should not have been good, but yet it was. I had to order it. I couldn't go in.
well,
I
of
was
course. I
willing to
mean,
spend that money to get a burger I was not going to eat.
I believe that. I mean, I
And
would
I,
too. If I saw it
yeah,
on the menu, it'd be like, I feel like I need,
exactly.
yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
need it.
Okay, let's see.
Reuben
Who did I
burger,
threaten to put on
yes.
pizza? Oh, a
Do what?
Reuben burger with sauerkraut and dressing.
That sounds excellent.
That doesn't sound awful. That sounds great.
No.
Ooh, here we go. And we're stealing this from Dr. Goose,
Okay.
Liz says. Um, who is the Bluey character you most closely identify with?
Well, so Bluey is there's a mom and a dad and two kids. The mom's name
Okay.
is Chili. I'm gonna say the mom because there's an
Okay.
episode in the new season where she's trying to get something done and the kids are all loud and I have three kids, so I relate. And she turns to her husband and her eye starts twitching and she's like, I just need 10 minutes. And I've never felt more seen than in that moment
I
in that
think
episode.
any parents who are watching this right now or who have seen Bluey has understood that. I
Yeah.
obviously can't answer this question, not having seen
Seen Bluey.
that
That's your
that
homework.
show, but
Bluey's really good. It's really
I
good.
definitely believe that. Dr. Goose said, I said Sarah was Wendy.
Yeah, that tracks. That tracks.
Yeah, yeah. Ooh, Dr. Goose. Hard taco versus soft taco.
I mean, I eat far more soft tacos than hard tacos.
Mm-hmm.
It's just hard tacos are messy.
Yeah, fair. I have to agree. I like soft tacos best, but I can actually eat hard tacos, so I'm gonna eat those.
Yeah, I mean, I like nachos. I mean, does that count? If it crumbles up enough on your plate, it's
Oh,
basically.
nachos are good though. They're so good. What do you mean hard tacos? Hard tacos, even though they're not real tacos?
What? Hard
There's
taco?
controversial talk in here.
What? The hard
RPG
taco
chick, how dare you?
is a soft taco like the OG? Is that what we're
That's a
learning
good
here?
question.
I mean, I thought hard tacos were the hard tacos are not real tacos. How dare? Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, all tacos are beautiful. I agree.
all tacos, yeah,
I
that's true.
agree.
Oh yeah, tacos are, yeah, okay. We're gonna go up first. We're gonna go off the food topic and then go back to it.
Yes.
We have Mental Lamia is asking, what is your favorite guilty pleasure game?
Guilty pleasure game.
Mm.
Oh, I can answer guilty pleasure movie much easier.
We'll answer that too.
Guilty pleasure movie is The Devil Wears Prada. I love that movie.
I
I'll watch
love
it.
oh, that is a good movie. I love The Proposal with
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
so excellent. I love rom-coms anyways. They're just not realistic, but that one just Sandra Bullock and
About it.
Ryan Reynolds, just so good.
Guilty pleasure game. I don't think I have a guilty pleasure game because I don't feel
Okay.
guilty about playing any of them.
Yeah, well, let's rework the question a little bit then.
Yeah.
Rather than a guilty pleasure game, what is a game when you just need to play a game to kind of relax or to
Yeah.
chill and whatnot? Or maybe just make yourself feel good. What game do you play? Like, what old favorite do you just pull up and go, I gotta play this one
Number
again?
game. Animal Crossing is probably what the go-to. I mean, also Stardew. I love Stardew. But I
Stardew's
still
one
like
of
Animal
mine.
Crossing more. Yeah.
Yeah. Stardew's one of mine. It used to be Plants vs. Zombies.
Oh, that's a good one too.
I have like 130, 150 hours on Steam on that game, and I don't
Yeah.
speed run it. That's just from playing it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Stardew Valley is one of mine as well.
Yeah. I mean, I also play a lot of Mario Run on my phone.
Yeah,
Mario
that
Run.
counts. Because it's
Yeah.
just that, game you just want to
Unless,
be on the phone.
yeah. Sims,
Okay, sorry? Yeah, I was
somebody
gonna
said
say.
Sims 4. I was like, Sims 4 is classic.
Oh, absolutely. So getting back into controversial, Liz here trying to cause fights. Are tacos a sandwich?
Well, no, because one side is closed, right? Doesn't a sandwich have to have open sides?
Depends on your definition, I think.
Yeah, it does. I don't know.
I literally referred to Cheerios as bagel soup the other day, so I'm not the best one to be asking. Because a Cheerio would be a bagel because it's round, got a hole in it and it goes into a liquid and
It does. I
yeah,
mean,
so bagel soup.
bagel soup.
Yeah, no, but okay, so tacos aren't a sandwich, but Oreos are a sandwich.
Oreos absolutely are a sandwich.
Mhm.
See, all sides are open. I think that's the defining feature.
Yep.
Yeah.
Chat's mad at me. They're like, Tara, what? Not my worst quote. Let's see. Fortnite is a good comfort game. Yes. I used to really like first person shooters in my comfort games because something about just the violent, you just let out a bunch of stress just shooting random monsters and stuff.
Yeah, I'll bring up my psychology word here, sublimation, right? It's a Freudian defense mechanism, which is about, channeling negative energy into something more positive. So
Exactly.
taking that frustration and just like taking it out in Fortnite.
Yep, feels
Yeah.
real good. Like
Yeah.
Saints Row 3.
I don't play
Exactly.
those games though, because I used to play them and I get really
Mm,
frustrated. And when I die, I take my mouse and I do this. And I broke like
yeah.
3 of them. And I was
Mm,
like, you know what? I
mm,
can't do this anymore.
yeah, I get that. I just found other games that were chill. Like I would rather these days go into a game like Stardew or Animal Crossing, and it's
Yeah.
more, I won't say productive because it's not about being productive. It's about channeling that energy into something positive rather than
Yeah.
going into a video game and killing something, which again, valid. I'm
Yeah.
going in and I'm growing crops and I'm
Yeah.
wooing, people in town, and
It's more
I'm going into,
meditate.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. It's like going down instead of like amping up. Right.
exactly, which is excellent.
Yeah.
Okay, soft tacos are the closest to Mexican street food. Yeah,
I
fair.
do like street food.
Do y'all ever do carrot cake soup? What is carrot cake soup?
What has this devolved into?
This is just turned straight up into food crimes.
What's happening? What's
Yeah.
happening?
So we've got Terraria as a wind down game, Dead by Daylight as a wind down game. Two very
These
different sides of
too.
the equation, but
Yeah.
both excellent.
Equally valid.
Yeah, what has science done? Yeah, I think we're gonna have to ban science next. Math is gonna get rebanned, and yeah,
No.
science is getting banned next. No, you're right. We couldn't. If you cut up the carrot cake, put it in a bowl, and pour milk into it, it's delicious.
I mean, I believe you,
Yeah,
but
because
why would
it's
you
like,
cut up the cake?
yeah, I don't know. Maybe you get more frosting that way. I do know, like when we make crisp, like an apple crisp at home, you pour cream over it.
Oh yeah.
That's
Oh
excellent. So it's not much different in slight
yeah.
defense of chat, but only slight. We can't defend these crimes. Um, let's see. Okay, we're gonna get one last question that's already in chat. And chat, you can race to get one more. Whoever gets the question in first gets it, because we're
Wins.
almost out of time here. So, Dr. Goose asking, if your life was a video game, what kind of game would it be?
What kind of game would it be? A turn-based RPG.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Classic. Take your time.
Trying to think. I want to say a puzzle game.
Mm.
Mine would definitely be a puzzle game, but I personally have been on multiple occasions compared to an anime or like an RPG character because I just don't stop moving. So I'll be there and I'll just be bouncing back and forth. So it's like I had the idle animation for an RPG character, an
That's
NPC.
awesome. That's awesome.
Oh my God, Liz coming in with a really, really good final question.
All right.
What is one of your favorite take this memories?
Oh gosh. There's a lot of good memories. Oh gosh. I'm gonna have to say, at PAX East one year, a good friend of ours, India, she's a very talented lady, and she showed us all Pokemon Kirgamis, like
Yes,
the
the full body.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we all walked the PAX East floor, maybe it was West, as Pokemon. And so I was Jigglypuff, and Dr. B was Dr. Pikachu. Um,
I can
and there
picture
was
that.
a Lackatung, and there was a little bit of everybody. There was the one that has like
Oh,
the skull head. I don't remember his name.
oh
It was
yeah.
fun. It was fun.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
That's so good. And also, we're not having cheese debates in chat. Cheese is good. If you want to, excuse me, if you want to add it to something, you're valid. Letting
Yeah.
you know.
Oh,
Cheese
always
good.
cheese. Cheese is
Hmm.
never a wrong decision, as far as I.
Exactly. So, any last comments, things you want to talk about before we
No,
go?
thank you for running this and raising money for Take This. You know, we are a nonprofit, and it means a lot to us to have support from people like you. So thank you so much for.
Absolutely. And we're so happy to do it, and our community loves it. So we're going to keep doing it. So
Yeah,
thank you so much.
thank you.
Everyone, please stick around. We still have more runs. We are not done for the day. Next up is Wild Arms. That's going to be run by Racodactylus, who is in our chat right now. So stick around and we're going to have that. Plus, afterwards, Hemtaro, Hem Hem Heartbreak. If you haven't seen this run, y'all, It's Hamtaro. Seriously, I don't know. You got to stick around. It's great. So, bye, and we'll see y'all later.